unexpectedly bumped into a colleague of mine from secondary school. And when I saw her, she has pierced her face, her nose especially. On a second thought, I felt, okay, that's a decision. But most people are of the view that piercing is a personal decision and it goes beyond that. We look beyond what is in the heart. That's when you're worshiping God. Today on our channel, on this episode, we'll be looking at piercing. Why others want to pierce, and then what reason they pierce their bodies. Don't go anywhere, stick around, we'll come very soon. Yeah, welcome back and thank you very much for sticking around. As I said earlier in our introduction, we said we'll be talking about piercing, what it is all about, why people tend to pierce, and what they sort of gain in it. Now, the right person to help me to discuss this topic is a colleague here with me in Ghana Institute of Journalism, Naa Oppong Tetteh, who will help me to be able to share thoughts and views on piercing. Hello, Naa.
Hi, Andy.
How are you doing? Thank God. You look beautiful as always.
You're not looking bad.
Thank you very much. So now, before we dive into the question of piercing in the whole, what's your general perception of piercing?
Okay, so hello to the viewers. Piercing to me is just another jewelry you put on or you have on your body to complement your outfit, regardless of the position or the place it is on your body.
Are you not sufficient enough, or are you not satisfied with the piercing you have with a ear like this? Because is there another addition? Is this not enough?
Okay, so piercing is just more than what you see. Sometimes it accentuates your face. So you might look normal now, but trust me, when you put a nose ring here, you look totally different. So yeah, so if you want to have a different look or you want to appear differently outwardly, you can go for piercing, and that's just it. Compliments you.
You having a different look, will it be you being beautiful or changing your appearance, or depends on the person?
Depends on the kind of person you are. If you feel like, oh, I'm way too young or I'm way too normal, I want to look a bit, rebellious, you can go for piercing, and then it will give you that kind of personality you want or you desire.
Okay. So, my next question I want to find out: why do people tend to pierce?
For various reasons. Some are personal experiences, some are based on cultural and religious settings and all that. Yes. So for personal experiences, I know in our society, multiple piercings are frowned upon. So if you want to stand out, you don't want to conform to society, you go like, okay, let me just go for it. Let me just draw attention to myself, or let me just give people something to talk about. Because people always talk,
Yeah, I know people always talk, but why will you as a human being who just have to be at your normal place, your small corners you normally call it, to get your own thing, why will you spark people to talk about you? Is there a need for people to talk about you that you necessarily create attention for yourself? Or there are some people there like that?
Yes, naturally some people are attention seekers. Some people always want to stand out. They don't want to conform to society. They don't want to be among the same lot. So they're always like, I want to do something to stand out. I want to do something to, make people regard me as a different person, not like everybody else. Okay. So if everybody's talking against piercing, or people are criticizing those who have multiple piercings, then I want to do that. I want to test their patience. I want to see how long and how far they are going to talk about me.
Okay, so with that established, I want to find out, is there a sin to pierce any part of our body? And I want to make a biblical allusion to this one. So it says in Leviticus chapter 19 verse 28, You shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor tattoo any marks on you. So I want to find out then if this Bible, or they are Christian, the Bible, which is a kind of a guide for us, is saying this. Why do people tend to pierce?
Okay, so first of all, I'm a Christian, but I have an extra pierce.
Which I can see.
Yes. So I believe that if it's a sin as you're putting it, then I already have one unconsciously. Right when I came out of my mom's stomach, my mom just gave me this pierce. So if it's that of a thing, then I think it doesn't matter the number of piercings you have, since even one is considered as a sin. Okay, yes. So that is just that.
That is that. So before I even move on to the question I want to ask, if when you were given birth to, they gave you one, but it's okay, it's fine. You are saying that if one is already there, why can't you put a lot of them?
Yes,
because maybe the one is to help you to differentiate one, which I know, from male. You understand? So that's why they have given you the one. And I know enough with the one.
But we also have men who pierce their earlobes. So does that mean they want to be regarded as women? No. Okay. It all boils down to personal preferences. You just feel like, oh, I want to have this piercing. Sometimes it's just to boost your confidence, because some people can't take pain. So they want to challenge themselves. They want to do something that, would make them feel like, oh, I kind of did this thing and I'm proud of it. So I want to test how the level at which I can tolerate pain. I'm like, okay, let me pierce this sensitive part of my body and see how it's going to feel like. Okay, so sometimes it just boosts your confidence as a person, yes. And then there are also the other personal experiences, yes.
Okay, I was very happy when you made mention of you were a Christian but you are pierced. I want to find out, to what we have just read from the Bible, and you are affirming that you are a Christian but you have also gone to pierce. Why, I know piercing is personal thing, and why are you having pierce?
Okay, there's the story behind my piercings. Like I was saying before, in my family where I come from, my mom is not very tolerant to those kind of things because of the society and how they see people with multiple piercings. So every time she sees like an artist or a public figure with that kind of pierce, she's like, oh, why does this person have so much piercing? So I felt like she kind of like detested those people. But on the contrary, I realized that when I pierced, even though she had complaints or she didn't like the fact that I had pierced this kind of position, she was at least expecting me to have, the normal. Yes. She was like, why did you do that? I'm like, because I want it. I just want to also stand out. I want people to see me and ask me, why do you have this? Okay, yes. And I get people ask me, why do I have it? And some people like, oh, it's beautiful, I want one. Does it hurt?
Okay.
Yes.
So I think this one to add up to what you're saying, it also boils down to what you're saying, that people kind of spark conversation around people. So you tend to want people to be asking you,
yes,
what have you done and what goes into it?
Yes.
Was it painful?
Or these kind of people also want one, but they just don't know how to go about it, or they're
or
kind
the
of
confidence level to which
yes.
you did it with.
So,
they don't have that.
It's not all bad and bad. People with multiple piercings, they inspire people. Yes, people say like, oh, it's beautiful, I wish I had one. Be like, oh, can go ahead, have it.
But I don't know whether you have come across and established this. People with piercing, especially also with multiple piercing, there is this different perception we have about them.
Yeah.
I don't know that this person is more spiritual, is not closer to God.
Yeah.
I'm not even talking about the inside, because the inside of the heart can even draw God closer than you. But there is this perception you have about them. What do you say about that?
I think they are all just hasty generalizations, because there are people who look so clean without a single pierce, and they have really dark hearts, and we have people with multiple piercings, and they're one of the best and kindest people you ever find on earth. So I think personality doesn't have to do with your outward. It's more of what you are inside. If you are a bad person, you are a bad person regardless of your piercings. That not to say, notwithstanding that, we also have people who have this kind of piercings because of some kind of lifestyle they live, or maybe their gang or their squad, okay, and they do maybe bad things in society. Okay, so I think it's because of such people that there is this perception about that. But all in all, multiple piercings can be just done by anyone, and your personality is your personality. If you're bad, you're bad. If you're good, you're good. Piercing has nothing to do with it, and it doesn't influence you. Okay, it doesn't influence you in any way.
Influence you in the sense
in the negative or positive.
Cause I know you're the biggest. It's in my DNA.